morning, 8th grade. I'm just popping in for a quick walkthrough of what you're doing this week. You know, there's nothing really new for you to work on this week. It's just test week. We're getting ready to take your test. So the test is going to be on Wheelocks 22 and 23, those two chapters that we've done, and also the rest of book 2 in our Livy book. So all of what you've been supposed to be reading for book 2 of Livy, finish that up, and then these past 2 chapters of Wheelocks. So what we're doing this week is really just taking the time to catch up, to study, to prepare. The test is Thursday, but the link for it is actually going to be available on Wednesday all the way through Friday. So any of those days that works for you and your family, you're going to be able to go on and take the test. It's going to be similar to the way we've been doing your vocab quizzes, where it's going to be like a Google form test link, but it's obviously going to have a lot more to it than just some vocabulary. It'll include the vocabulary, any new grammar that we learned, like the fifth declension, and talking about participles, some translating, some questions about Livy. So it's going to look as close as we can make it to what a test would have been like in class, but obviously it's going to be different because this is different. But overall, there's nothing new this week. It's just time to catch up, get ready for the test, study on Quizlet if that's helpful, practice your vocabulary. You know, if there is something you haven't gotten in yet, like you haven't done the last vocabulary quiz yet, make sure you go back and get that done as quickly as possible before progress reports go out, because those are this week as well. And then lastly, I just need you, if you haven't done so already, which some of you haven't, it's been great, somehow send me your notebook. So this week we have to do a notebook check like we would in class on test day, is check through and make sure all your exercises and your work is there. So some of you have been doing that as you go along, and that's great. And if you haven't done that, let's do all of that this week at the end. So you or your parents somehow get photos or scan your notebook to make sure I can see that your vocabulary list is there, your grammar notes are there, and your translating of the sententiae and the reading pieces we've done at the end of the chapters are there. So just flip through, take pictures. I'm just going to see that you've been keeping up with all of our work. If you're not able to do that with any kind of technology, then make sure your parents reach out and ask me, and I will send them a list of what to look for. So then your parents can go through and check off and make sure your notebook is completed and let me know that you've been doing all your work. So again, all that you're doing this week is you're sending me your work if you haven't done so already. You're going back and studying and catching up on reading if you're behind, and you're getting ready for the test. And the test will be available Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So find a good time to prepare, to sit down and spend some time on this test, to be focused on any of those days that works for you. And that's it. I just wanted to still be able to see you guys briefly in this video, walking you through, you know, all these lesson plans were on RenWeb, but this is our 4th week of doing this distance stuff, and I just still wanted to be able to say hi, and good luck on the test, and